Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, students. Welcome to join online classes, and I hope you will try to learn better according to your syllabus. Students, in our previous class, we have discussed something about real numbers. Okay? Real numbers, some concept collected by you, आपको
सर
ध्यान रखना है
सर थोड़ा जोर
जैसे
से बोलिए सर।
umbrella without cloth, okay, is not useful for us to protect us from heavy rain. Similarly, without concept, we are
ये तो
not
ईयरफोन
able
लगा के
to
सुनो।
understand and
सर
solve
वॉइस
the
बहुत लो
related
है, थोड़ा
problem
जोर से
or
बोलिए।
application. So today we are starting the related problem from real number. Open your notebook, everyone, and try to write this sum. First sum. State whether 0 is a rational. Can you write this in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Hello, state whether 0 is a rational number. Can you write this in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0? Take down this sum. State whether 0 is a rational number. Can you write this in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0?
Excuse me.
Its answer, according to your concept, all
सर
integers are rational. So 0 is a rational number because we can express it 0 upon 1. 0 upon 1. Here 0 is numerator and 1 is denominator. Okay? So this is in the form of P upon Q. Here P equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. Yeah, 0 is a rational because we can write it 0 upon 1. This is in the form of P upon Q. Here P equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. Okay? State whether 0 is a rational number. Can you write this in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0? Our answer will be, yeah, 0 is a rational because 0 is an integer. We can write it 0 upon 1. This is in the form of P upon Q. Here P equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. Understood? What is our question? State 0 is a rational. Then we should give our answer, yeah, 0 is a rational because 0 is an integer. Can you express it in the form of P upon Q? Then our answer will be yes, we can express it 0 upon 1. This is in the form P upon Q, here P equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. Understood? No problem? Okay. Now second question. State whether the following statements are true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answer also. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answer also. Write the question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answer. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answer also. आपके सामने रिलेटेड टू रियल नंबर कुछ स्टेटमेंट रखे जाएंगे. उस स्टेटमेंट को अंडरस्टैंडिंग करते हुए आपको बताना है दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू और फॉल्स. ओके, इफ योर आंसर इज ट्रू और योर आंसर will be false, then why or why not? Okay? Answer. Oh, for first question, I am giving you first statement. Every natural number is a whole number. every natural number is a whole number. First statement, every natural number is a whole number. This statement given by the question. Now, we should think about natural and whole.
Yes,
Natural and whole.
Sonia.
Counting number natural and whole. Counting number started from 0. They are whole. But in this statement, every natural number is a whole number. जितना भी नेचुरल नंबर होता है वो सभी होल नंबर होता है. The statement is true. You should give your answer. The statement is true. The statement is true. Why this statement is true? Now we should think. Every natural number is a whole number. Because in the set of whole number, okay, all natural numbers available there, okay, because if you are making a set of whole number, then without natural number, how we can say these are the whole number? So, every natural number is a whole number in the set of whole number. All natural number are there in the set of whole number. Okay, you should write here all natural number are there in the set of whole number. You should write your answer in this way. All natural number, all natural number, 1 minute, all natural number are there in the set of whole number. Mind the first statement. Every natural number is a whole number. Then your answer will be the statement is true. Why this statement is true? Okay, then your reason, all natural numbers are there in the set of whole number. Okay, understood? Now, second statement. Statement number 2. Every integer is a whole number. 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 Your answer will be the statement is false. The statement is false. Mind every integer. First you should mind the word integer, then whole number. Okay? Integer and whole number. Every integer is a whole number. Our answer will be the statement is false. Now we should think why this statement is false? Because we can give the example. We can give the example -1 is an integer. -1 is an integer. -2 is an integer. Okay? But it is not a whole number. Okay? The statement is false because you can give the example minus 1 or minus 2 or minus 3 is an integer but not a whole number. Minus 1 is an integer but not a whole number. You can give your answer. Minus 3 is an integer but not a whole number. Minus 5 is an integer but not a whole number. Because integer, the whole number, written either in the form of positive or negative, they are called integer. Okay? Understood? Now we should mention third statement. Every number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. Now you should mind rational number and whole number. Okay? आपको ध्यान देना है. अब समझिए, दो स्टूडेंट, एक मोगी लोलन, एक कामिंग डोलो, मार्केटिंग के लिए जा रहा है. दोनों के हाथ में अम्ब्रेला है. अब कामिंग डोलो के पास जो अम्ब्रेला है उसमें क्लॉथ भी है, और मोगी लोलन के पास जो अम्ब्रेला है वो विदाउट क्लॉथ है. हैवी रेन स्टार्ट हो जाती है. अब समझिए सुरक्षित कौन जाता है, मोगी लोलन और कामिंग डोलो. So student, without concept, okay, we can't make the suitable application related to any chapter. So you should learn the concept according to the topic or the chapter. Now, every rational number is a whole number. The statement is, okay, the statement is false. The statement is false. Now, what is the reason why this statement is false? You can say every rational number, easy. 2 upon 3 is a rational. 2 upon 3 is a rational. But not a whole number. आप तो समझते हैं 2 upon 3 रेशनल है, लेकिन ये होल नंबर नहीं है. So the given statement, every rational number is a whole number, the statement is false because 2 upon 3 is a rational number. You can give another example, but not a whole number. Okay? Okay? We have discussed about some given statements related to real number. Okay? It means now you have the power to understand all types of number here given in the chapter. Now student, in the second type of sum, or third, 3, take down on writing the following rational number in decimal form. In decimal form, state which has terminating and which has non-terminating. On writing the following rational number in decimal form, state which has terminating decimal and which has non-terminating decimal. This type of question. On writing the following rational numbers in decimal form, it means we want to write the rational number in decimal form, then we should state which has terminating decimal and which has non-terminating decimal. Okay, this is the decision related to terminating and non-terminating. Now, recall the concept about terminating and non-terminating decimal. 2/13. Okay? Questions are 2/13, 7/2, 13/125, D 15/14. Mind the question, first of all, on writing the following rational numbers. They are the rational numbers. They are the rational numbers. And we want to write these rational number in decimal form. Okay? But in decimal form, we have to decide which has terminating decimal and which has non-terminating decimal. Okay? Take down the statement first of all, then write these questions. Okay? We will discuss about these questions, and note for our discussion will be note for discussion of only these questions. Okay? Mind how we can say these rational numbers are terminating or non-terminating. Now student, our first rational number is 2/13. 2 is numerator and 13 is denominator. Okay? You know 2 is 2. What is 2? Prime number, composite number. Okay? odd number, even number, etc. Okay, so one thing I want to discuss here, 2. 2 is prime number. Okay, we know the prime factorization of the number. If any rational number is given, then we are responsible to find the prime factorization of numerator and denominator. But 2 is a prime. We can't find further prime factors of 2 because prime factor is unique. Each and every prime factor is unique. That is called fundamental arithmetic theorem. Now 13. 13 is also prime number. So you can't get another prime factor. So these two are prime numbers, okay? And they are in their simplest form because we can't select the common divisor between them. Okay? Now, we should mind about denominator. Okay? Now, this is the main statement you should mind. If from here, if your rational number is in the simplest form, then if the prime factors, the prime factor of denominator is not in the form of 2 to the power m or 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m multiply 5 to the power n. The prime factors of denominator sorry student, after 1 minute. स्कूल में क्लास लो हाँ डिक्की में रखने से कल सांस में तो रखो चलिए नहीं भेटला हाँ हाँ Hello, now students, the prime factor of denominator is not in the form of 2 to the power m or 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m multiply 5 to the power n. Okay, here m and n are whole number. Okay, mind it. It means, अब समझिए, जैसे ही कोई रेशनल नंबर होता है तो आपको चेक करना है न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर इन दोनों का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. जब प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन हो जाता है तो इसे सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में लाना है. जैसे ही सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में आ जाता है फिर आपको चेक करना है डिनोमिनेटर को कि इसका प्राइम फैक्टर या तो 2 हो या 5 हो या 2 और 5 दोनों हो. अगर ऐसा पॉसिबल है, ऐसा वहां है, तब आप इसको टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल बोलेंगे. यदि इसके अलावे और कोई भी दूसरा है तो उसको नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रेकरिंग बोलेंगे. नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रेकरिंग बोलेंगे. नाउ लिसन, if the prime factors of denominator in a rational number either in the form of 2 to the power m or 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, then we can change this rational number, okay, in terminating decimal. This type of rational number will be terminating rational number if some prime factors except of 2 and 5, okay, present there in the form in the prime factors of denominator, then this type of rational number is non-terminating recurring. Understood? Terminating, non-terminating recurring, you should mind. But first you should mind this formula, the prime factors of denominator, either in the form of 2 to the power m or in the form of 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m into 5 to the power m, then this type of rational number will be terminating if prime factors except of 2 and 5, okay, present there in the prime factors of denominator, then this type of rational number is non-terminating recurring decimal number. Understood? Prime factor of denominator is not in the form of 2 to the power m or 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. So this is non-terminating recurring decimal. Okay? Write down now, this is non-terminating recurring decimal. This is non-terminating recurring decimal. Okay? This is non-terminating recurring decimal. Understood? I am repeating this. फिर से समझिए, आपको समझना है कि कोई भी रेशनल नंबर है वह टर्मिनेटिंग है या नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिपीटिंग है, ये दो बातें बतानी है. इसके लिए आप क्या करेंगे? ओके, वी विल गो इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन, find the prime factors of numerator and denominator. Then we will try to change the rational in its simplest form. And after changing the rational in its simplest form, we will check the prime factors of denominator only. Okay? Now we have double idea here. First, either the prime factors in the form of 2 to the power m or 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m multiply 5 to the power n, then this type of rational will be terminating if the prime factors, okay, more than 2 to the power 5 and 5 to the power n, I mean 3 also, 7 also present there, then we will say this type of rational is non-terminating recurring. Understood? Now student, second sum B, 7 upon 2. 7 is a prime number, 2 is also prime. So this type of rational is in its simplest form. Now think about the prime factors of denominator. Here prime factor of denominator is in the form 2 to the power m. Okay? Here prime factor of denominator is 2 to the power m. Okay, so this type of rational number is terminating. Okay, prime factor of denominator, you should write your answer prime, or you can write simply denominator is in the form 2 to the power m, so that 7 upon 2 is terminating decimal. Okay? Now think about 13 upon 125. 13 upon 125. As you know, 13 is a prime number. So we will write here 13, but 125, you will write 5 multiply 5 multiply 5. Go in the process prime factorization. 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125. Understood? Now you can write 13 upon 5 to the power 3. 13 upon 5 to the power 3. Okay? Its denominator is in the form of 5 to the power n. Its denominator is in the form of 5 to the power n. So, this could be represented in terminating decimal. Okay? Okay? Here, denominator of this rational number is in the form of 5 to the power n. So, it could be represented in terminating decimal. Understood? Okay. Now question number D. 15 upon 14. Now prime factors of 15 is 3 multiply 5. And prime factor of 14 is 2 multiply 7. Okay. No common divisor here. As you know, no common divisor here. Now you will write 15 upon 2 multiply 7. Okay. Here its denominator is in the form of 2 to the power m. Okay, multiply 7, not sure in 2 to the power m or 5 to the power n or 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. Okay, except of these prime factors 2 and 5, 7 present here, 7 is included in this group. So this type of rational number could be represented in non-terminating repeating. Okay? This type of decimal is called non-terminating repeating. Understood? Hello, a student, you should try to present in your class in your okay mode daily. Your timing is 7 a.m. Mind it. From 7 a.m. we are present here in this class. Okay? And this is your habit. You have changed your habit due to COVID-19. Sleeping whole day. Okay. Now, this is the time for next class, class 8. Next day, we will meet in the same time, same class, and we will discuss about representation of irrational number in the form of P upon Q, and another types of sums related to this chapter. Okay?
Sir,
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Thank you, student. Nice to meet you.
thank